have with me today a friend, and if you go on our YouTube channel, you probably have seen him because Wayne and I did ballet classes together where I was superb, wasn't I?
You were amazing. May I just say that word only?
Just that word, just that word. Why he says amazing is anyone's guess. Just go and have a watch. However, he needs no introduction really, but you are a principal dancer with the Royal Ballet. Was a principal dancer with the Royal Ballet, but he does still dance, believe you me. Tap, jazz, ballet, contemporary, OBE. Anything else you'd like to tell people about yourself? Because I can't remember the list. It's
3
so long.
honorary degrees, fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. You name it, I've done it.
I just want to give, just want to get out of here.
Before we get into the next episode of Suddenly Single, just like to ask you to click the subscribe button so you don't miss another episode. Leave us a comment, we really appreciate it, and keep watching. Now back to the show. I did come to your book launch.
Oh, good.
Yes.
What was it called? Just Different.
Just Different, which was an amazing evening.
Yeah,
where you were interviewed by Giles Brandwith, which clearly won't be as good as me. But talking about your life and about being just different and about how really the story of Billy Elliot is based on you, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I was told by Lee Hall, who wrote it and wrote the original film, he said he based it on my first biography, which was called Precious Little Sleep.
Oh.
Yes, and he said that because I lived in the Northeast, I was the only boy that had a written document about auditioning for the Royal Ballet School when I was 12, came down to London, 8 hours on a train from the Northeast, got to Barons Court, auditioned with about 200 other kids, and got to do 5 years at Queen Victoria's Hunting Lodge. So I went from the West Hartlepool Tech, where I was hooker in the scrum of the rugby team, if you don't mind.
I can see that about you.
Of course you can. That butchness comes over, doesn't it? And went to the Royal Ballet School for 5 years in Richmond Park, to Queen Victoria's Old Hunting Lodge. And the rest was history.
But before that, because I know you quite well, but for anyone who doesn't, your story of being born and being brought up mainly by your granddad is very interesting, and that to me is the Billy Elliot bit of it.
Yes.
So can you just repeat that for people that don't know it?
No, of course. And I mean, there's lots of kids out there who don't know as well. And I hope this conversation will lead into a bit of inspiration for them, because I was bullied all the time because I wanted to do dancing. But when I was born, I'm a one-parent family. My mother worked in a restaurant. She was a nurse in the war. And when I was, as long as I can remember, I remember my great-grandfather bringing me up. He was about 80 at the time. And he would play the saucepan lids.
Oh, yeah.
And when he ching, chicka-ching, chicka-ching, and I would waddle around on the floor. And that was my first sense of rhythm. And that from there, I just couldn't stop. And as soon as the family would start laughing, I'd do more. And they say, stop him, I'm going to cry with laughter in a minute. And that's the beginning. And so he used to show me the slate underneath his skin where he planted dynamite in the quarry. And when he was planting it, the guy detonated it. And he only had one eye. I thought I was peculiar because I had 2 eyes. I thought everybody had one.
You should be like your granddad and just have one eye.
That's right.
Oh.
I won the scholarship out of 300 other kids and got to the Royal Ballet School, and I was trained there from when I was 12 to 16. And then 2 years in the upper school. I didn't grow. I was too small. They told me I'd never get in, but somehow I weaved myself in. I must have gone in under their legs. I can't have noticed.
So you became one of our still to this day, the most famous ballerina in this, or ballet dancer in this country. Sorry. And one of the most famous things, and I know it's not what you would want to be famous for, but it was Dancing with Princess Diana.
This is true.
Isn't it?
Well, it was only a 3-minute number, and I can't believe it, how it's lasted all these years. It's about 28 years since we did that dance.
I know, but it was fantastic.
Well, what happened was, my ballet coach, the person who used to come on tour with us and make sure our shows were all fit and up to standard, she was asked to go down to London and teach Princess Diana, because Princess Diana wanted to keep up her dance, and she knew that I could do jazz and tap and ballet, so she wanted a bit of each in her class. I couldn't go down and do it, so I sent my ballet mistress, Anne Allen. She came down, and one day I got a phone call from Anne saying, the princess would like to speak to you tomorrow morning, be by her phone at 11 a.m. So I made sure I was there, and I was just having my holiday. And she said, hello, Mr. Sleep, my name is Diana, Princess of Wales. I'd like to meet you. I said, well, when? She said, are you free tomorrow? I said, yeah. So I went to meet her, and I went to this little studio in Shepherd's Bush somewhere, because she always had to hide where she was keeping fit because of cameramen and that paparazzi. And I walked in, I saw this tall, towering inferno of beauty. And I looked up at her, and she said, I want to dance with you at Covent Garden this Christmas. Well, we did a Christmas party every year to entertain the friends of Covent Garden who give them so much support and money to the Opera House that year. So an invited crowd, a crowd of 2,000 or more, would come, and we'd do 40 minutes cabaret. The ballet would do like kick lines, the opera singers would take off the ballet, and vice versa. So it was a great romp. And she wanted to perform me, and I looked at her thinking, she's far too tall, I'm far too small. This will be a laughing stock. And I thought in my head, oh yeah, I'll get a beautiful man from the Royal Ballet, I'll choreograph it and put you with him. And I suddenly said to her, because she was in leotard, tights, leg warmers, jazz shoes, and a headband. And I said, can I sit down, please? She said, why? I said, because I've had a very, very late night. And she went, you naughty boy.
You're still a naughty boy when you sleep, aren't you?
Hopefully. Never lose that quality, I say. And she then proceeded to laugh hysterically. And so we both had the giggles, and I realised we could make it funny. So every time I did a pirouette, this is all news off the block, she'd push my head down, kick over my leg. Do you like my new shoes, by the way?
I love your new shoes.
Thank you.
Yes. Would you like to plug where they're from or no?
No.
Just
I'm
show
keeping
the
them
shoes.
a secret.
Okay.
And they're cheap. Mm-hmm. So I thought, well, we could make it funny. So every time I did a pirouette, she'd kick over my leg, walk to the other side, like, how's that? Then I'd walk across, and I lifted her diagonally across the whole stage of Covent Garden. I thought, don't drop her, you'll be in trouble. And he was in the raw box. I don't think looking that amused, but I think it was okay. And that dance has lasted us 8 curtain calls. And on the 8th curtain call, I said to her, you've got to bow to the raw box. She said, I don't bow to him, he's my hubby. I said, well, I have to. And we ran off and said, you won't get your OBE like that. And then there were times when I was in Munich. Shall I tell the story?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, please.
When I was in Munich, and it was my day off, and it was a Sunday, and I used to tour the world by then with my own group. And I get this call. This is your early morning call. I went, I didn't ask for an early morning call. It's my day off. Please let me sleep in. Go away. She went, it's Diana. I said, Diana who? I don't know any Dianas. And she went, Wales. So every time she signed a card to me after that, she put Diana with Wales in the bracket.
Oh, bless her.
And I said, well, so I said, where are you? She said, I'm in the big hotel round the corner. I didn't know she was in Munich. And so I went round to the big hotel, all the doors open, went straight to the penthouse. She had a pot in this hand, a pot in the other one, and she went, tea or coffee? I'm giving you breakfast this morning.
Oh,
That's
how
one they
lovely.
don't know.
So you stayed friendly for years, didn't you?
Over
Right
10
until-
years. It was
yeah.
only the last year we parted ways, but then people do, but it was only because of work and things like that.
Yeah. And another famous person that you were quite friendly with for a while was Rudolf Nureyev, wasn't
Yes.
it?
Well, love-hate relationship, really.
Why?
Well, he always fancied me. Can we write that? Can we
Wayne,
write?
so do I.
Ah!
I mean, you know,
Stop it.
so did Diana.
That's what you tell all the boys. Well, I think there was a bit of that, yes. But no, but it wasn't just because of that. I think he really respected my dancing. And I danced like the Russians, you see. I didn't dance like the English. So I think he liked that. And he gave me my first real part at Covent Garden, created a piece of ballet for me. And so we were friends ever since. On the other hand, you know, he could run hot and cold with anybody. It wasn't just me. And the longer you'd say, Rudy, the curtain's got to go up, the longer he would keep it down and go on for about 10 minutes before he'd let you do it. Yeah.
Well, he was another genius, so I guess
He was allowed to get away with it.
allowed to
Yeah, exactly.
behave like this.
Yeah.
So during this time, you also met the love of your life, didn't you?
Jose Bagheera.
Yes, Jose, the lovely, charming
You've
Jose.
met him.
I have met him,
Good.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about Jose, or tell
Yeah.
the watchers
Okay.
about Jose.
Well, I'm gay, by the way.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. Jose's a man.
I thought he was when I met him, but I
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
100% sure.
He was from the north of Spain.
Yeah.
His family moved to the south.
Yeah.
I had a flat near Almeria. Stop it. And you're laughing, I can't speak. So I had a flat down there. He had a bar. Went to the bar with friends who I knew from Almeria. And he said that was it for him. Love at first sight. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't too sure. I mean, I'd had a few relationships before that had gone sour. So I wasn't keen to have another relationship because my heart was broken.
Yeah.
You know, and
So many times you can have your heart smashed, right?
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And then that's enough.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know about it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just live alone in the Be Loud glade, you know,
Yeah.
and just get on with it. And, you know, you do miss it when you've had a relationship. You want the cuddles again, but I thought it's not worth it. It's because I thought if this goes wrong, I'm going to be bleeding again. And I don't want to go through all that at the age of 40. He was 25. I was 45.
Okay.
I'm older than his mother. So when I first went to see his mother, I was frightened to death. I think I had to take a pill.
A calmer downer.
Yes, a Commodore, yeah, an aspirin. Aspirin. And I was looking for somebody younger than me. And I must be so vain because I looked at the girl in front of her and he said, "This is my mother." And it was a 19-year-old. And I thought, well, she looks younger than me. It must be her. But it wasn't. It was the woman behind who was only, you know, she was a year younger than me. And we got on very well. I get on with all his family. His family didn't know he was gay.
I was about to say that because back then, did they even know he was gay?
No.
And so you told his mother that he was gay?
No.
No, she'd
No.
mentioned this before.
He didn't say anything. And then
Okay.
a few weeks later, oh no, I'm a
Oh,
coward.
she didn't say that you were. She
No.
just said, "This is my friend Wayne."
No.
Oh.
No. He just said, I met this guy. He's a friend of mine. And
I'd like you to meet him.
yeah. And then he came to England, one-way ticket. My God. I thought, oh my goodness, no. Because I wasn't sure, you know. He came with a one-way ticket. The next day I was going to see Princess Margaret because I was directing a gala for her.
Of course
for one
you
of her
were.
of course I was. For one of her charities and the Queen. And Princess Margaret phoned me up and said, "I hear your education isn't quite complete, Sleep." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, Wayne," she said, "you don't know the Palais Glide. Come and learn it." So I had to go to Kensington Palace to learn the Palais Glide. And she wanted me to include it in the gala that I was directing.
Right.
And so she got hold of Jose around one arm. Before this, in the morning of that time, I was meant to be there at 11 o'clock at Kensington Palace. Before that, at about 9 a.m., I got him out of bed. And I said, "Right, we're off to Russell and Bromley, and I'm going to get you beautiful slip-on shoes. Not as nice as these." And I said, "We're going to get a pair of slip-on shoes." Because all he had was a pair of Doc Martens.
Okay.
So
Can't really dance in those.
no, and he wouldn't
Take his socks off.
He wouldn't take his socks off. So we got to the palace and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, he's wearing boots, Doc Marten." She said, "Oh, don't worry, Wayne. I did this dance once with a man in spurs and he ruined the parquet flooring." So that's how lovely she was. Anyway, we learnt the dance, and I didn't put it in the gala.
Oh, okay. Right.
It was a line dance that they used to do in the 40s.
So did Jose never go home after that?
No.
And at what point did he tell his parents that he was gay?
He wrote to his dad.
He wrote to him.
Yeah.
Safe.
Safe. He wrote to his father, and his father wrote back a letter. And when Jose was reading it, we were in bed together, and Jose was reading the letter, and he started to cry.
Oh.
And I said, "What's that?" He said, "My son," and he translated for him, "My son, I don't matter what you are, I still love you, I am your dad."
Oh.
So that was that.
That's the reaction you want from any parent of
That's
any
right.
child, really.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Whatever
Yeah.
they do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gosh. And so he literally moved in that day and never moved out again.
That's right.
Perhaps
One-way
I should
ticket.
tell this. I mean, might try this. I might just never move out.
Yeah, that's it.
Just move
Just
in
plonk yourself there.
Just plonk myself somewhere and never move out.
That's it. They won't know you're there, will they, really?
No, they
You're so
wouldn't.
quiet
Was
and
he?
demeaning. No, you.
Oh, me? Well, maybe
I
not.
don't think so.
Maybe not.
I'm joking. I've done ballet class with you.
I did buy a tutu for the occasion.
I
though.
know you did, and you look
Yeah.
well in it.
I did.
Shame what happened underneath, really.
Yeah, it was a shame that I couldn't dance.
Well, you did a couple of good exercises.
I did look the part,
You
but I
did.
wasn't very good at the dancing bit
No,
of it,
but you
which
need
was the
time,
whole
darling.
point.
You need about 10 years.
I don't. Well, I
No,
don't know
not
about
that
you.
long.
You'll be here in 10 years, but I'm not sure about me. So I'm actually going to say that you look better than the last time we met.
Oh,
what
do
have
I?
you done to your hair, Mr.
Oh.
Sleep?
I've had a total hair transplant. Do you see this?
Yes, I can.
It's growing out, look. The dark bits are
It
coming through.
is. It is.
Well, you take it from the back,
Uh-huh.
and I've got 1,952 follicles
Oh.
put in the front, one at a time. Takes 8 hours. Took me 8 hours. Doesn't take that long normally, but I kept my own hair as well, so they had to get in between all my little hairs. And I've done it, and I'm going to have the back done now.
Do they sedate you?
No, you
They
have local.
sew it in one by one by one.
One by one. They make a hole and they put each
Ouch.
follicle in. But I had to have about 6 injections into my skull.
So that you couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
And after that, you're just there. I had sushi for lunch. I made sure I didn't use chopsticks, else I'd be there all night. Oh, well.
Why did you want to do that? Do you think
I
it's
think
part of
every
being-
man does.
You think every man feels much more
I think
confident
it's-
with hair?
You're like women have the menopause. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I think men have that crisis. If they start losing their hair, you can't explain it,
Mm-hmm.
especially at a young age, at 34. And I was a dancer. So you need that waft flowingness of your locks as you're speeding through the air. It makes it more exciting. And, to be going bald at that stage, I used to spray my hair with paint, basically. I used to get this
I've
brown
seen
stuff.
it, yeah.
Brandel or something it's called. I used to do that. But now they've got fibres, which is all right, and you just spray it over with lacquer, and that's fine. But in those days, it used to be like paint. And if I couldn't get a shower in the hotel late at night when I was performing, I used to wake up in the morning, my face was brown because all the dye used to run.
Of course.
Oh, it was a nightmare, the whole thing. So, but then you couldn't, it wasn't actually scientifically proven. So it could all go wrong, and I didn't want that. And now, look, there we are. I've got to get it cut, I keep wiping my head like this when I'm waking up in the morning, thinking there's something in my eyes, and it's hair.
Well, this is
And
good.
I'm not used to it.
This is good.
Yeah.
Did you do it partly because you're married to a younger man? Because you
I
and
think
Jose
so.
got married when? 20...
30 years ago we met,
Yeah.
and 2009 we got the civil partnership.
Okay.
So that's only 10 years, really.
Okay. No. Yeah.
2010,
15,
2020, 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I think partly because I'm still performing.
Okay.
And because I'm going on performing, I would have had it done if I wasn't in the public eye. But now I'm in the public eye again, and I do my one-man show now.
Yes, would you like to do a little tap for the
I
audience? So what is the show? Are you talking,
I
dancing?
start with, I was in the first cabaret musical
Yeah.
that was done after the movie at the Strand Theatre in London. We did over a year in it. And I played the MC. So I start off, I come through the audience and I sing, Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome, fremde, étranger, strange, you're no stranger. Dancing with the Royal Ballet, I would pirouette and plie like yada-da-dee-da-da, da-da-da-dee-da-da. I can't do that anymore.
I
And
think
then I
you
did a song.
performed this when you launched your book.
I did.
Yes.
And that's when it was written. Clever remembrance. You're not just a pretty face. are
I'm
you?
not.
Very good
I was
indeed.
there.
Excellent.
Yes, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I do that. Then I do numbers and I forget to introduce the pianist. And I introduce everybody else. And the pianist goes, ba-bum, like this. Like me as well, you know. And then I go, ba-bum. And he goes, da-da-da-da-dum. And I go, da-da-da-dee-dum. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dee-dum. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Boom, bum, but, and then it goes on. And we have a row with me tapping and him playing the piano.
Your love dance is so wonderful. You just light up whenever you're
How do
talking
I?
about dance.
Well, that's my life. Yeah.
Jose,
Yes.
he's been extremely patient.
Oh,
Does he just follow you around the world watching you dance?
no. He has his own life. He's a great gardener. He was a gardener for a while as a career. And what plant we haven't got in our garden. And I moved from the Mews about 10 years ago, and we moved to the river. So we've got a south-facing garden, which he attends. We've got a jigsaw puzzle of his on our wall, which is about 10 foot by 8 foot, of 10,000 pieces.
Wow.
And he did it in 4 weeks, and I had it all framed. He's clever at things like that. He can do the Rubik Cube in about a minute. He's got all these assets of his own, and he loves to cook. He's a natural baker. His auntie's got a baker shop in northern Spain, and it's in his genes. And his tiramisu and his lemon tart, and oh my God.
So do you throw a lot of dinner parties?
Yes, we do.
Very good.
And we do them mostly in the garden. We have a table there permanently.
Lovely.
And we have an awning in case.
So do you think the secret to success is being quite different?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Totally different, but respectful of each other.
Yeah.
I think the first thing you have to have is respect
Yeah.
and understand each other's problems and be able to listen. You couldn't have thought that of me, would you, speaking all the time? But no, but being able to listen to each other's problems and just giving time for that.
Yeah.
Not just always be out in love and all that sort of thing. It's not all about that. In the end, because we've been together 30 years, I mean, I might sound like an old crotchety queen here, but quite frankly, I am. But quite frankly, it's really about just having somebody there when you feel a bit, I'm not sure if that person was very nice then, and they go, oh, don't worry, da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah.
and they squeeze your hand for support.
Someone who's got your back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
And I think that's what makes it last.
Yeah.
And the cuddles. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter about any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's the cuddles of waking up in the morning saying hello.
Oh.
I'm doing that.
That's
And you're set up for
lovely.
the day.
Yeah, you are set up for the day. That's
Yes.
really nice.
Yeah,
So that would be your advice to single people, would it?
absolutely. You know, it's
Have
great being
patience.
alone, but if you can accept somebody in and trust them, it's trust. And a lot of the time, the trust goes when somebody goes off and on another direction and you find out about it. That's so painful. But over the years, learning that you can actually never have to think that, never be suspicious, always be able to accept it, else your mind goes crazy. And once you've achieved that, you know it's for good.
You think fidelity is important?
Very. I mean, if you're very young and you're still starting to go out with each other, you can dabble and do other things. But of course, I was around when AIDS came in.
Oh,
So
yes.
that was a really tough time for us
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. I remember that advert. Do you remember
Yeah.
that awful advert?
Yeah.
I think it was Margaret Thatcher that did that it was the gravestone, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, yes.
It was a very tough time for people
Yeah.
that
And
were
it was especially
HIV.
gay people.
For gay people who had HIV, a lot of them didn't tell their friends.
That's right.
I work with some guys that never told me they were HIV, and then the next minute they were dead.
Yeah.
And you knew why.
Yes,
But
exactly.
people didn't talk about it because they
No.
didn't want to talk about it.
And also, they thought you could get it from drip dry shirts or,
Well, nobody. Well, Princess Diana was amazing at
She
that,
was the
wasn't
first one
she?
to
She
touch
was
somebody.
like you didn't know how you caught it. She was holding hands. She was
Yes.
pretty amazing
Yes.
at making that as.
Truly, it was a
Yeah.
terrible time for all of us. And 2 of my best friends died immediately in 10 weeks, and he'd just come out of the closet. And
Wow.
it was his first affair. It took no prisoners.
Yeah.
You know, it could be, you could be like me when I was very promiscuous when I was 18. Why not? It didn't exist then.
Yeah.
And so there was no life-threatening circumstance to it, to have sex. And I went to America, and, you know, it was like we'd gone to heaven compared with England. Everything was much more open over there. And I was traveling with the Royal Ballet 3 months every other year all over America. And having a ball, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And no problems whatsoever. And so people missed that bit who were born later, and they were born into this grave, basically, of understanding what sex could mean to them. And it could mean sudden death. So thank God that's over now. But it was only when Margaret Thatcher recognised that heterosexual people were getting it
Yes.
that they decided to try and get a cure for it.
Yeah.
And thank God now there is a cure for
yeah.
HIV,
Yeah.
you know, and you can live with that and not spread it to anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, people live perfectly normal lives now.
Yes.
I remember a girlfriend of mine whose brother had it, and I lived in New York for 2 years.
All right, yes.
And once AZT came in and he realised he wasn't going to die, he said to me, well, what am I going to do now? And I said, what do you mean what are you going to do now? Because he was working in a hat shop.
Yes.
And he said, well, I thought I'd be dead.
Yes.
So there was
He had to suffice for the future.
Yes.
Oh,
He
how
suddenly
mad.
had to really reconsider what he was
I'm
going to
gonna
do with
stay
his
alive.
entire life because it hadn't occurred to him
That's
until
frightening,
then.
isn't it?
Yeah, that he was just going to make it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So glad.
Yeah.
It's a happy thing.
Yeah. Did you find any kind of prejudice back then?
Oh, God. Well, first of all, it was against the law till 1969.
Okay.
And so I lived out illegally. And when they made it legal, if you lived in a house that you were boarding in and you had your own bedroom, you used to have a lock on the door, else you were sleeping illegally because it was in public, they said, unless you had a lock on your bedroom door.
Right.
Yes, it's true. I know I don't get it either.
I mean, you'd
So
have had
they
to
still
open
were
the
prejudiced
door.
against it.
Yeah.
And the police, you know, used to round them up like flies on Hampstead Heath and places, because that's the only place gays could meet, you know, in places like that.
Yeah.
Because there were no gay bars here.
Yeah.
There's only 2, I think.
Okay.
One was called Yours or Mine.
Love that.
Yeah. Yours or Mine. But, oh no, total prejudice. And against being a ballet dancer, I was bullied all the time. I would say I
Well, I
wasn't
think you
a ballet.
automatically assumed if someone was a ballet dancer
Yeah.
that they were gay, and I know
Yes.
that is actually not even true.
No.
Because
I feel sorry for the straight guys.
Yes, I know a straight guy. He's married with a child.
Yeah.
He's my sister-in-law's brother. Very beautiful,
Yeah.
but totally straight ballet dancer.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has been known.
No, but I'm just saying, I think the assumption was that you were gay,
Yes,
even though
exactly.
some of them weren't.
And I mean, at least half of them are straight. And
You
I feel
reckon
sorry that-
half? You reckon,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There used to be 5 boys to 20 girls in a class when I was 12 years old at White Lodge in Richmond Park, where I lived for 5 years. 5 boys, 20 girls. Now it's 50% boys, 50% girls.
But that's great, though.
Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
Wayne, I'm going to ask you to join in a game with me.
Oh.
It's called the Suddenly Single Honesty Box.
Oh, dear. Have you ever got back with somebody you split up with? No.
Okay.
But I've become friends of theirs
Okay.
over time.
Okay.
But the one
Time
who really...
is a great healer, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that, but it has to be on your terms. And I have done. I have
have
got back
done?
once. Yes, I did. We had a year out. I had a year out with Jose.
Did you?
Yes, yes.
Oh, tell us that one. I
Okay.
did not know this.
No. It got a bit to sort of fisticuffs, on both our parts, being two very butch men. What are you laughing at? I don't think that's funny at all. Anyway, and I write, that's it. This is my house, my terms. And we had a year out. I was going to a friend's funeral, one of my best friend's funerals, and at the funeral, he came, and we were all crying because, she was gone. And he said, I'm not crying for her. I'm crying for you because I want you back.
Oh.
And so we got back together, and the rest is history.
Oh, that's so lovely.
So it was worth a second chance, everybody.
Okay, so you should consider giving people
Yes,
second
I do
chances.
too. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right,
But on
that's
my terms this time.
good. Okay. On you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, is it?
And we're going to have different answers. Would you date someone who can't dance?
I've never ever
Dance,
thought about
don't
it.
ask me.
But Jose is a very good dancer. And I wanted to get him a job here at Trade or somewhere like that to dance on the bars. Because he's a brilliant mover. I can't move like he does. If I get onto a dance floor, I'm so inhibited, everybody's looking at me, and I can't move. I couldn't put my handbag down and dance around it like the girls used to with each other in Birmingham. See them all put that out, hello, pet, and have a dance around. And I used to join them dancing around somebody's handbag. I couldn't do that anymore.
The handbag dance, yes.
Yeah, do you
always
remember?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I used to throw my handbag down, we'd all
And you
dance
couldn't wear
around
white
it.
cotton socks, they wouldn't let you in.
Oh, I
You could
don't
wear
remember
anything else you
that.
liked.
Can't remember what I was wearing, but I do remember all the girls putting their bags in the middle and we would dance around.
That's it,
them.
because you
That
had
was
no
big.
mentor partner, did you?
Yeah, no. Well, would I date someone who couldn't dance?
Yeah.
Yes. I've always wanted to date someone who could dance because I think it'd be wonderful to learn.
Yeah. It's not that important in life, not being able to dance.
Yeah, but it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's an extra thing. And if you're having to go out like you do all the time,
Yeah.
meet media and people like
Yeah.
that, you've got to be able to throw yourself around the floor at one point of the evening.
Well, I asked Craig Revel Horwood to teach me
yes.
to dance.
Oh, yes.
And he said, darling, I will give you a 2 for your outfit, but absolutely a 1 for your dance. No.
Oh, that's evil. Anybody can dance, and I do workshops all around Britain. And you have babies from 6 to 8, and then you lot, all grown up, which I've done with you.
Yes,
And I
yes.
taught you how
tried
to
to
do
teach
it,
me to dance.
and you can now.
Well, can
it
do a
was only
few
one class.
exercises.
Yes,
No, we
yes.
did 4.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We did
Oh, sorry.
4. Yes.
Yes.
We might have
It's
to
all a
revisit
blur.
that.
We'll
It's all
have
a
to do it
blur.
again. Ask the audience.
Would you like to see Wayne and I dance again? Would you like to see Wayne to teach me an actual dance? Please leave your
Yes.
comments on the bottom because I would love to learn to do. I'd love to learn to do one dance.
Which kind?
Well, when it's a slow dance and someone pulls you
Yeah.
up, the way couples used to jive together.
Yeah, I can
or
do
what
that.
have you.
Lindy hop. I'll throw you over my head.
I don't think I'm that fit.
I don't think I am
I
either.
Maybe not a Lindy hop.
No.
But yeah, something that was just a bit nice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what's the simplest dance to learn?
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Yeah, we can do it quite slow.
Or cha cha
right?
cha. Dum da dum da dum dum da 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 dum da 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 da
Should we
cha cha
ask
cha.
the audience, would you like
Yeah.
us to cha-cha-cha
Oh,
or
well.
rock and roll?
Lovely.
Wayne Sleep, thank you for joining me today on Suddenly
That's
Single
all right.
and teaching us how you make a relationship work for over 30 years
There we are.
with the lovely Jose. Give
Marvellous.
him my love.
I will
Thank you.
immediately.
Thank you.